think we have quite a battle in store. The winner onto the NFC title game. And off we go here in the divisional round. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to lead with a win.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Young. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Young. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But, Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to be getting ready for the offseason.
Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll roll out here with Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Again, it's McCaffrey. Wow! And he will score. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On 1st down is Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The motion man is Sanders. A 2nd down throw for Young. That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got his man. That's Lee Gett. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Young to throw on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. On 2nd down, Young. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. 1 quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Motion man sent right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's caught left side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he will power his way into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The extra point is up and through. And the Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Another run here with Hubbard. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. I do believe he gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3. Now Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. 49ers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the handoff, McCaffrey. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Purdy works out of the pistol. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Third down. Purdy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments, because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They motion a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This a 44-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Panthers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The 49ers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Purdy. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, the quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to run it. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Third down, 3 to go. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. One of the tight ends in motion right. On third down, it's Purdy. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now, players shaken up after that play, and it's Brock Purdy who needs some assistance. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard, and he'll get about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Young. That's to the right side and incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And 3rd down coming up. Here's Young to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Nice change of pace there on the back end, Mike. They brought dime defense, which means they have 6 defensive backs. That's a lot of guys back there defending this passing game, and when the quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball, he tends to hold it longer than his offensive line can protect for, and he goes down for the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Jones now on 1st down. That's a slant to Ayuk. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the 49ers will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. To throw is Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Bryce Huff, the former Jet, in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Jones. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's over the middle to Kittle.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Jones. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains level.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. There's that man again, another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
Now Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st down is Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try to run for it. And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49ers 10-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Young. This one's caught at the 4. And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st down, Jones. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Jones operating out of the pistol. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The 49ers out for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Whoa! And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game? And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A run with Garendo. Ooh, he works free, right side. The speed on display. He's in. Isaac Garendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Young. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. Powering forward. He's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Pearsall going to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. So Kittle comes in motion. Jones now on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Slot receiver headed right. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And they finally get to him inside the 10-yard line. But the yellow flag is out. And this one might be coming back. Young hands it to Hubbard. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. A run with Hubbard. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. They'll drop to throw. side. He's got it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down 2-E. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now 1 step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.